Hey everybody, it's Comedex, and welcome back to another greedy draft of Ravnica Allegiance. That is one hell of a start. Akaya's Wrath just immediately. We might as well just pick that up without even looking at the pack, because this card is an insane bomb in draft, and it should be pretty much a ridiculous bomb in greedy draft as well. So yeah, this definitely makes us want to be more of a controlling deck, I think. So let's see what all is in this pack here. So we could take a Vindictive Vampire, which can be good. It's also kind of a neat combo with Kaya's Wrath. Maybe we could make some kind of black-white tokens deck and try and just have a bunch of little dudes on the board, and then the second that the Gruul decks start making gigantic creatures, we can just be like, Kaya's Wrath, also I gain a bunch of life, and you lose a bunch of life. That would be pretty neat. There's also Noxious Grudian. I like it just because it trades with the really high mana cost Gruul creatures, the mono green gigantic dudes. There's also Law Mage's Binding, but that would just make us 3 colors immediately, but I do think it's probably the best card in this pack, and it goes decently well with Kaya's Wrath, just in that they both fit really well into a control deck. It is a little bit awkward to Law Mage's Binding their creature, and then like Kaya's Wrath it off the board, but I guess that just works the same way as if you killed the creature anyway, because they don't actually gain any life for each creature that they controlled that died. So it's actually not even a nombo. It's a combo. It's fine. It works okay. But we could also just take a Syndicate Messenger. It's a flyer, and when it dies, it replaces itself with a smaller creature. I kind of want to just take the Law Mage's Binding, because this card is really good. It does kind of put us into 3 colors immediately, which I'm not a big fan of, but I'm also not a major fan of any of the other good picks out of this pack, so I'm just going to pick up the Law Mage's Binding and hope that it works out. So there's a Terramander in this pack, which I need for Constructed, but I have like 20-something uncommon wild cards, so I'm not going to draft it, just because it wouldn't really work well with what we have going right now. I kind of want to take the Azorius Guildgate just to get the fixing out of the way, but there are a couple pretty good cards in here. There's a Senate Griffin, which has a pretty easy mana cost, which is probably the most important part of this card. If I draw my white mana or my blue mana, I can cast it. So that is nice and castable. There's also Undercity's Embrace, which could be really good, but it could also be really bad. I think this card in general is going to be a little bit better in greedy drafts than in regular drafts, because in regular drafts, basically everybody's deck is going to be playing on curve. They're going to have a lot of 2-drops and a lot of 3-drops and try and curve out as you go through the game. But in greedy draft, since everybody's playing 2 lands a turn, I feel like a lot of people are going to be making higher mana cost decks, in which case this will probably like be able to take out like a 4-drop pretty often, hopefully. And also, if we get other targeted removal, it'll work well. But the only problem with this is that it works really poorly with Law Mage's Binding. Because if I Law Mage's Binding their creature, and then I draw an Undercity's Embrace later, the card's basically useless, because they'll just sacrifice the creature that I put Binding on. So, I think it's mainly between the Senate Griffin and the mana fixing. Oh, it's a pretty hard pick. Because if I legitimately want to play both of these colors, I'm really going to need, or all 3 of these colors, I'm really going to need mana fixing, but kind of want to take Senate Griffin, but I can probably get Senate Griffins more reliably than Guildgates. I don't know. This is really early for a Guildgate, but I always want to be able to cast Kaya's Wrath on turn 4. I always want to be able to cast Kaya's Wrath, period. I can play it later. And I probably do play it later most of the time, because I want him to get as many creatures out as possible. I'm just going to take the Guildgate, though. I really want to make sure I can cast Kaya's Wrath. So this pack, there is Summary Judgment. It can destroy any tapped creature with 5 or less toughness, basically, because it just does 5 damage to it. Or we can take a Consign to the Pit as just a really big removal spell here. Or Prying Eyes. Prying Eyes is pretty nice. Draw a bunch of cards and sift through some stuff. I think I'm just going to take the big removal spell, though. And here there's an Ill-Gotten Inheritance. I think this card's really good, and I undervalued it a lot at the very start of this format. But I find in most of my games, if my opponent plays an Ill-Gotten Inheritance, I'm losing more often than I'm not. And I think that this deck could be a pretty nice Ill-Gotten Inheritance deck, just land the inheritance and use a bunch of removal spells and just slowly win with it. Could definitely work out. There's also another Azorius Guildgate that I do want to pick up, but hopefully somehow that wheels, because I think I'm just going to take Ill-Gotten Inheritance out of this pack. A Gate Colossus this late? That really wants me to take a lot of gates, or that makes me want to take a lot of gates and just go for it. Yeah, the other cards in here aren't that great. Viscopa Vampire is fine, Carrion Imp is fine, Prying Eyes is fine, and Humongous is fine. Gate Colossus could be incredible, though, so I'm going to pick him up and start drafting any gates in my colors really highly, and off-color gates just every now and then if there's nothing else I'm really excited by in the pack. So here there's a Shimmer of Possibility or a Carrion Imp. I think I'm just going to take the Carrion Imp specifically because it's in Orzhov, because it's in white and black. I think that Shimmer of Possibility could actually be pretty good in a Greedy Draft, but I do think that blue is much more likely to be my splash color than white or black, because I'd have to be splashing for 2 white or 2 black to cast Kaya's Wrath. So we're going to pick up the Carrion Imp here, because it is part of Orzhov, which is probably our main guild. This pack's not very good. There's an Arrester's Admonition, which is good if you're playing a lot of creatures, but I think in a more controlling build it's definitely not great, especially in Greedy Draft when they're definitely going to have the mana to just play it again and maybe even play something else. So, like, we could play a 5-mana 3/3 that has Afterlife, but that doesn't seem very good. I don't think the Pump spell seems very good either, so I'm probably just going to take the Locket here for mana fixing. The ramp part of the Locket matters a lot less in Greedy Draft, but the mana fixing still matters a lot, so it can still be a good card. So we could take a pretty late Prying Eyes here, or we could take Exposed to Daylight, just to deal with if my opponent randomly has Rhythm of the Wild, or Ill-Gotten Inheritance, or Verity Circle, or something like that. I don't like the 2-mana 3/1 or the 3-mana 3/2 very much. I think I'll just take the Prying Eyes. Now there's an off-color Guildgate or the Syndicate Messenger. I think I'll take the Syndicate Messenger. The Gruul Guildgate is really off-color, so if I take the Gruul Guildgate, it's probably going in the sideboard unless I start picking up like Gatebreaker Rams and just really going for 5-color gates and going crazy. But the Syndicate Messenger is like almost definitely gonna go into this deck. So yeah, we'll pick up the Syndicate Messenger. Here there's a Wrecking Beast really late. I think Wrecking Beast is really good in Greedy Draft. If you've seen my very first Greedy Draft, he was an absolute house in that. And he's pretty good in the second one I did as well. I am just going to take the on-color card here, I think, though. Just take the Knight of Sorrows, because it is actually in a color that I'm drafting. Alright, and now we'll take another Prying Eyes and a Thought Collapse. I guess open the gates in case I'm playing the gate deck, but Caretaker works in there as well just because 5-color. So those are some nice last picks if I'm trying to make the gate deck. Wow, this is a this is a skill testing moment. We could take the Plaza of Harmony and just start going for the gate deck, but there's a Mortify as well. Mortify is so good for just Orzhov that I think we probably just take the Mortify. Because, like, Plaza of Harmony isn't even a 5-color payoff. It just helps you if you have a lot of gates. Like, yeah, it is a rare card that cares about gates, but it's just another land, basically, so it's not, like, even the best one. There's also a Law Mage's Binding here. I highly doubt that wheels, but hopefully it does, somehow. So yeah, taking the Mortify there. And here's an Electro Dominance, so if we did start just going 5-color, we could just take an Electro Dominance here, which is super cute. I think we'll just take the Guildgate, though. It helps fix our mana and makes our Gate Colossus castable faster, so I think it's pretty good in this deck, and it's worth taking this early. There's a Chillbringer, and a Noxious Grudian, and a Humongulous. I like all 3 of those quite a bit. There's also some really good Gruul cards. Wrecking Beast, Rebel Belt, Recluse, and Savage Smash, so whatever bot is drafting Gruul is probably pretty happy with this pack. If I take the blue out, How bad is this deck? Well, I have the 2 Guild Gates that I'm definitely playing, so I don't think I'm taking the blue out, but I might take the double blue cards out. I'm just trying to think, because, like, I'm trying to think if I want, like, a really low amount of blue cards, because that would make me more inclined to take Noxious Grudian, just because it's black and not blue, which is my tertiary color here. I think I'm just going to take Chillbringer, though. It's just a very good card. So another Guildgate or a Blade Juggler. Blade Juggler is basically going to cost 5 mana in this deck at all times, so that's not very great. Whereas he'd usually be really good. I think I just want the other Guildgate again for our Gate Colossus friend here. I'll take a Grudian here. I could also take the Guildgate, because this does have one of our colors, so we could absolutely just run this in our deck for Gate Colossus, even if we don't pick up a red card. So it actually could be a decently high choice in this pack, but I think I just want another Grudian. I'm very, very low on creatures. I guess this is my first Grudian, actually. Didn't even pay attention to what I actually have in this deck. Now there's nothing I want to play. Guess I can take a Twilight Panther or a Thought Collapse. I don't like Thought Collapse a whole lot just because it's double blue, and blue is kind of our splash color here. We do have triple Guildgate for it, though, at this point. But if we get, like, one more Azorius Guildgate, then I don't even have to play any basic islands. I can just run 4 Azorius Guildgate and a Law Mage's Binding, and that's all. Then I just take the Prying Eyes and the Thought Collapse out because they cost double blue. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Twilight Panther, because I'm definitely going to run that. Even if my blue splash doesn't happen to be that heavy, whereas Thought Collapse I won't run if my blue splash is heavy. None of these blue cards are that great, so I'm not super happy about splashing into them, so I can take Rakdos Guildgate here. Undercity's Embrace would be a choice if it weren't for the fact that we had a Law Mage's Binding in this deck. That makes it pretty bad. We can take Clear the Mind if I think I'm going to get milled out. Or if I want to do that kind of deck that just slowly wins by milling my opponent. Just because I'll never mill out, you know? You just let them naturally draw through their whole library instead of actively milling them. I think I'm going to take Gateway Plaza, though. Works with Gate Colossus, and it really helps me splash stuff. So, like, yeah, now that I have a Rakdos Guildgate and a Gateway Plaza, I could also just splash in a random red card. Like, I could just splash in Law Mage's Binding, Chillbringer, take out the double blue cards, and also splash in something in red if I happen to open something that's really good in red. I'll take a Humongulus here. I'm actually going to lower the blue mana count for now, and I'll put it back in if I don't get anything else I want to splash. Debtor's Transport, I think, is actually going to be better than Scavenger in this deck, just because I don't have a whole lot of creatures, especially not really creatures I want to sacrifice to the Scavenger, so I think I'll just take the Transport. Transport's usually pretty bad. I think it's better in Greedy Draft, though, since you can get it out sooner. I guess I'll take the Clear the Mind. And just a bunch of cards I'm probably not playing at the end here, as usual. Might actually be playing that Humongulus that I got last pick. Ooh! That is one card to open, Verity Circle. I think this card can be really good in a controlling deck, especially in Greedy Draft. You can get to that 5 mana real fast. This could be a real deck here. I'm going to go ahead and take that Verity Circle. We're definitely splashing that in, along with the other blue cards here. I don't think that our mana base is good enough to have a card that costs white, white, black, black, and a card that costs white, white, blue, blue. So I should probably take something else here, like just take an Orzhov Guildgate, or take the Senate Griffin. That is a nice card, though, that Sphinx. Now we're getting a whole lot of gates for Gate Colossus, though. So, like, that's really nice, I think, to just pick up a Guildgate here. I think if we don't take a gate, we'll probably wheel one. This is only pick 2, so there could be one of these two still in the pack by pick 10, possibly. You know what? I'm going to do the stupid thing. We've got 3 Azorius Guildgate and a Gateway Plaza. I'm going to take the white, white, blue, blue card just because it's funny, you know? It is the funniest pick for sure. These cards aren't super exciting, so I think I'll just take the Guildgate. I could also take High Alert. I do have 3 Homunculus, so they're basically going to be 5/5s with a high alert. I think that's all I have that gets better. Like, my 1/2 becomes a 2/2, that basically doesn't mean anything. Yeah, we take Knight of Sorrows out. We would take Debtor's Transport out if we're running high alert, and then we put in 3 Homunculus. That is 3 cards that high alert makes better. That's not a whole lot, and it makes one of them worse. I guess it makes Syndicate Messenger slightly better as well. Yeah, we're kind of already running some derpy enchantments. We've got like Verity Circle in here and Ill-Gotten Inheritance. We could just be derpy enchantments.deck. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw a high alert in here. It sounds fun. And there's a Gatebreaker Ram. Well, shit. I don't think I can have all of these opposing strategies in this deck. I don't think I can be control and gates and high alert, you know. I really want to take Gatebreaker Ram though, because that's just hilarious. Man, the best pick is definitely Consigned to the Pit. Or in Azorius at Guildgate. I'm going to take that Ram, though. It is a very bold choice that will probably not pay off. But I love Gatebreaker Ram, man. I can't lie. I love that card so much. There's a Rhythm of the Wild in this pack. I'm not going to go that deep. So I think I just take a Summary Judgment or a Guildgate. And now I have Gate Colossus and Gatebreaker Ram, so I think that I'm like really inclined to just take the Guildgate. There's also Ill-Gotten Inheritance that I could have taken there. I don't think we want to open the gates because green is like our major splash here. And that we're playing like 1 green card. We could take another Homunculus for our high alerts or another Guildgate for our gate cards. This is what I was talking about with like, I have like too many conflicting strategies here. I'm trying to make high alert and a gate deck. And a control deck. And it's like, I'm just having to pick what I fancy the most in each pack here, so I'm just taking a Guildgate. It's dumb. Why are all our Guildgates Azorius? I need, like, Simic Guildgate would be really good if I can get one of those. I'm going to go ahead and put all the Guildgates in the sideboard for now. They will all go into the deck, but I need to see how many actual playables I have. I only have 19 in here, so I really should start picking up other cards, but y'all know me. I'm going to take that Guildgate. There's a Simic Guildgate. That's what we needed for sure. And these other cards aren't very exciting, so that's definitely playable. Take another Twilight Panther, I suppose. We could also just take a Fairy Duelist, but that's, like, really low impact. And we got both Guildgates wheeled, the Orzhov Guildgate and the Gateway Plaza. We definitely want the Gateway Plaza, though, because now we have a random green card in this deck. We can probably run the Thought Collapses now. Now our mana base is just really good, so we can run both of our Prying Eyes, and then we run... We maybe just run both the Prying Eyes and run an 18-land deck. Yeah, that seems fine. Is there anything in here that's just obnoxiously bad? I don't think High Alert is particularly good in here. So maybe that's the obnoxiously bad card. Maybe we just completely stop screwing around with High Alert. Because now we're like screwing around with gates pretty hardcore. Yeah, I think we're most likely to play this random Thought Collapse. Out of these random cards, we're probably not playing any of these cards. Maybe a Sentinel's Mark. Probably not playing any of these. Maybe a Watchful Giants. Probably not here, and probably not here as well. Alright, we got 20 gems for picking up a 5th copy of Kaya's Wrath. And I think I'll actually put the Watchful Giant in here. It works with the High Alert. And then this would be 17 lands here. Now we gotta figure out We gotta figure out what land counts this deck needs. I think I like one forest. Well, actually, we have 3 green sources, because Simic Guildgate plus double Gateway Plaza, so I guess this turns it into 4 green sources. Just put all the gates in here. Alright, so that's 4 green. What do we need next? We need a lot of white and black. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black, 1, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue. So 9 blue, 9 white, 8 black, and 4 green. Two, 3. That seems like the correct counts. Think that this is the deck we're playing. This is a really weird, not particularly awesome deck. We can definitely make some changes to this. I think it all just depends on your taste. We could take out like the Twilight Panthers and throw in some Quenches. We could take out the High Alert and a Watchful Giant and throw in the Thought Collapses. Maybe even toss a Clear the Mind in. I think that my particular tastes, I think I like this deck the best as it is. I don't know if this is the most powerful version of the deck, but this is the one I'm gonna run. And I think this might end my win streak. Not even much of a win streak. I did a 7-0 and then I did a 5-3. I think this might be the one where I finally do really poorly. So we got a Verity Circle in this hand, so that's gotta be nice. We've got no black mana though, but the only thing we need it for is Ill-Gotten Inheritance. I guess we need it for Twilight Panther as well, or else that's just a chump blocker. This is not the best keep I've ever done, but I think Verity Circle is very strong. Hopefully they just play like a Mountain and a Spear now. That would be hilarious. Verity Circle is so hilariously good against Spear. So now we got the black mana. So let's play our Twilight Panther out on turn 1. Like, we could play Verity Circle on oh, wait. Yeah, I messed that up. I messed that up. We don't need this Twilight Panther. I should have just played a gate, that way I could definitely play Verity Circle on turn 2. Yeah, I was about to go on like a little spiel about how we could have played Verity Circle turn 2, but actually... Wait. Yeah, we should have just played Verity Circle turn 2. Just play the Guild Gates. Now... No attacks. If they just go basic land, use the Skatewing Spies, adapt, that would be pretty bad for us. Verity Circle can only tap non-flying creatures. I think that's the biggest problem with it, because you do run into decks in this format where they have literally nothing but flyers. Like, white-blue flyers is just a theme that is possible in this format. Alright, Growth Spiral out of Guildgate. If they have a bunch of lands in their hand, they could play 2 more this turn. 3 lands in 1 turn, that would be insane. But it is super possible. Alright. They were thinking about attacking, and then they read the Twilight Panther, and they read my lands, and they were like, wait a sec. Alright, so we're going to drop Verity Circle so that I can play my Gateway Plaza out. I could also play Ill-Gotten Inheritance, which is probably better. But I want to play the Gateway Plaza and get it out this turn. But yeah, the Spy is almost definitely going to be flying in like 5 seconds, so... They get to attack me for 2 with it if they don't draw a land. If they do draw land, they just get to attack me with 4 damage in the air anyway. Alright, we're about to just set up our enchantments and hope that they slowly beat our opponent. Which is kind of the deck theme. Rhythm of the Wild, they do the same thing. They play out their enchantment and hope that it slowly beats me by making all of their creatures better than mine. Alright, they get in for the 2 damage. And I could Chillbringer now, but I think I'm just going to Inheritance. And then Chillbringer, hopefully they just adapt it next turn, and then Chillbringer is like a lot of work on that card. Yeah, this way I can save up the Panther with Death Touch if they don't get the Adapt mana. But I guess if they didn't get the Adapt mana, I could have just like cast nothing and then tap it. Which I could also do if they did adapt it. I could do it in response to the Adapt trigger. Maybe it was right to just not play anything that turn. Fairy Duelist as a 2/3 flyer. It's pretty nice. Rhythm of the Wild is some action. So now here's Steeple Creeper. It's also really good with Skatewing Spy. Now everything that they have is just flying, so that just my Verity Circle does nothing until I can kill their Skatewing Spy. That's pretty degenerate. That's actually, wow. I think I might just lose because that's a sick combo. All of their creatures now just have flying because Skatewing Spy, so I can't do anything with Verity Circle. Seems pretty nice. Alright, well, let's gain 1 life here so that I don't just die immediately. Definitely hoping to draw an actual removal spell to kill the Skatewing Spy. So I can just pass the turn, that way I can Prying Eyes to try to draw into something. That's like super spooky, because if I cast Chillbringer now and tap down Steeple Creeper, that's a pretty safe play, because then I also save the mana up for the Twilight Panther. But if they draw land, then they get to make the Spy a big boy. I think I'm going to Chillbringer. I don't really like the idea of just taking a minimum of 7 next turn. Plus, I draw the card off of Verity Circle. Orzhov Guildgate, not bad. Alright, I completely even forgot that I would draw a card thanks to Verity Circle from Chillbringering that guy. I'm very happy with the play that I made. I think if I knew about the card draw, I definitely would have just done that. Because then, like, I'm still drawing at least a little bit of cards trying to get towards an answer. Sure, it's not the 4 cards, but it's a start with a slightly more defensive play. Well, with a lot more defensive play, to be honest. The other play would just leave me completely open to all the flying damage. Well, use your pump spell. Use your pump spell, because if I don't block now to get rid of your pump spell, you're just going to have it for the whole game. And just use it at a worse time. I'm so glad they have not drawn the land for the Skatewing Spy. That would be terrifying. Light up the stage. Well, now they drew the land for sure. Yep, land and a Galloping Lizrog. Galloping Lizrog can come into play and steal all the counters from the other... Oh my god, that Lizrog is going to be a champion. Opponent's deck is comboing off. We draw a swamp. Alright. Well, I have 7 mana now, so I can cast Syndicate Messenger and High Alert in the same turn, which is alright. Then I have a 3/3 flyer. I can block the Steeple Creeper and make a 1/1 blocker. They can just activate the Spy. That's pretty bad. I do think I still have to just keep making blockers, though. Let's just make what can block the Steeple Creeper here. So yeah, now I can cast both of those and use Twilight Panther's ability. I guess Twilight Panther's ability isn't going to do anything. I could attack him there. I probably should have just attacked him for there, because Twilight Panther's doing nothing on blocks. Yeah, they should be at 16 here, so if they end the game with 2 life, then I just cost myself the game with that turn by not attacking with the Panther, because he was not going to block. I guess this forces them to... Wait, yeah, if they don't cast the Lizrog this turn, then they don't get to cast the Lizrog ever. So they're actually just not going to adapt. Or else they lose the Lizrog. Because, yeah, I forgot, yeah, light up the stage, they get the cards until the end of their next turn. So at the end of this turn, they can no longer cast Galloping Lizrog. So I actually didn't have to worry about the Spy adapting. No attacks. Alright. I guess they want to keep the creatures out with the counters to make a really big Galloping Lizrog. Yeah, this is super awkward, because now if I draw a removal, I might just have to use it on the Galloping Lizrog instead of the Skatewing Spy. Because if I don't, I'm going to take a lot of trample damage. Like, I don't know how the math works here. I don't know if they riot from the Rhythm of the Wild and double the other counters, or do they double the one that they get? Okay, so they get 5 counters on it. So it's going to be an 8/8 trample. Yeah, if I draw a removal spell, I get to instant speed, use it on Spy, and then block Lizrog with Panther and give it Death Touch. That would be really nice. Come on, Mortify. It's not a Mortify. Got 8 mana. I don't even have the mana to, like, play a Carrion Imp and use Verity Circle. I think I have to just draw into something, like, right now. I do have enough mana to Verity Circle, draw into a Mortify, and cast it. I think I'm just using Verity Circle. I just have to draw an answer. That's, like, my only option here. I might even just do Prying Eyes. I guess it depends on if I think they're going to attack with something or not. If I was going to Prying Eyes, I probably should have just done it during my turn. Because then if I drew any lands, I could play them immediately. And maybe Mortify with that mana. See, I don't think they're... Yeah, I didn't think they were going to attack with anything except the Lizrog, so... We're not using Verity Circle there. Just going to the end step. Alright, Prying Eyes? See if they counter this, maybe? I don't know what's going on here. They might have a counter, and that's what's happening? Or they're just saving the mana to adapt the Skatewing Spy? Frilled Mystic. That's pretty irritating. Frilled Mystic is really good. Especially on this board. I can't believe I'm playing a control deck with like a lot of removal, and they've just been allowed to assemble the ultimate combo of Rhythm of the Wild, Skatewing Spy, and now they have a Lizrog out, and I just have no interaction that's relevant. Great. I think it's too late. So I can spend 4 mana plus 3 mana on Mortify and 1 on Panther. So I can cast this Imp to gain a little bit of life. So we go We need 2 black, a white, and another up. So we need... There's 2 black, a white, and another. So we can tap like this. Just making sure the auto tapper doesn't hose me here. Exile a creature card from a graveyard. Is my graveyard the only one with a creature in it? That's hilarious. Alright, well, we're exiling my Chillbringer then. To gain some life. So I can block the other stuff. Maybe I even just mortify the Skatewing Spy right now, so it's less likely they have removal. That's true, I should do it now. And I should have done it before I played the Carrion Imp, because if I just lost to Squelch right there, then that would be my fault. Yet again, another slight misplay, I think. So now I can actually block stuff. And I'm at 15 with an Ill-Gotten Inheritance on the board. This isn't as terrifyingly bad anymore. And my Verity Circle can actually do something. So we'll see what else they play. If they play another bomb, I don't think I can face another bomb. But if all they have is lands and some small creatures left, I could stabilize. They're going to exile my Panther and turn it into a 3/3. Okay. I kind of want to just block Lizrog with everybody. Then I'm left with 1 3/3 left. Minimum. Okay, if they attack with more things, I'll trade with the other stuff, I think. And just use Verity Circle on the Lizrog from now on. Okay. Huh. I don't know if this is the right block here, but it's the block I'm making. For now. Hopefully they don't have something to like really capitalize that on that next turn. So I can't play the Humongulous and use the Verity Circle. I think it's honestly just better to use the Verity Circle next turn. If I play Humongulous, I get to block Lizrog with Humongulous and Imp. I lose the Humongulous. Then I block Steeple Creeper with the Messenger and I take 1. That could be okay, but they have a Rhythm of the Wild, so whatever they play this turn has haste. So it could make things way worse. Hard choice. I think I'm gonna not play the Humongulous. I think I'm just really hoping to draw my Kaya's Wrath at this point. Otherwise, I'm just tapping down the Lizrog forever. If I tap Lizrog and draw an untapped land, then I get to play Humongulous and still have mana for Circle next turn, and then things should hopefully be pretty nice. But opponent has straight up just kept drawing non-land stuff, so like they're just drawing action, which is unfortunate. They have 4 cards in their hand I have to stave off. Jesus Christ. Must be nice. Yeah, I'm pretty screwed. I would be just as screwed if I played Humongulous, though. If I played Humongulous, then I would block with Humongulous and the Imp here. Block with the Messenger here, and I take 8, I go to 1. Now, I block, and I just can't live. So I get to tap one of them, block there, take 7, go to 2. Guess we do that, and we have to draw a removal spell. Or Kaya's Wrath. And even then, if they draw any creature, they just give it haste and kill me. So we block there, takes 7, go to 2, I think. If I draw an untapped land, I'm maybe okay. Untapped land or Kaya's Wrath, and I have a chance of surviving. Okay. So I don't think I play the Gateway Plaza this turn. That way I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have enough to Verity Circle twice. I could also Humongulous and still Verity Circle. If I do Humongulous and Verity Circle this turn, then I cast Humongulous. I block Lizrog with Humongulous and Carrion Imp. They kill Humongulous. I block Duelist with a 1/1, and I tap whatever else they play. Alright, I tap the Wrecking Beast, and then I just hope that whatever else they play does not kill me. But either way, I'm hoping that whatever else they play doesn't kill me. Guess I'm playing the Humongulous. Oh my god. Whatever else they play has to, like, not have trample. And or not be a removal spell. Okay. That's fine, I think. I'll block that with the 1/1 now. We'll tap the Wrecking Beast and kill the Lizrog, I suppose. Draw a card. Need to draw into my Wrath at some point, hopefully. We go block, block, block. And we're happy with whatever creature survives here. Okay, they kill the Humongulous, so they can keep getting in with the Fairy Duelist, but I gain that much life with Ill-Gotten Inheritance. So now I can play the Swamp and the Gateway Plaza, and I still have 10 mana up. So that I can play Humongulous. Now I just have 2 Humongulous, and I tap down Wrecking Beast during their turn. Maybe I even tap down Sunder Shaman instead. Double block Wrecking Beast. To kill that one and leave the weaker one on the board. Because either block is just going to be a trade. Do they have like a +3/+3 till end of turn? That would be disrespectful. If they just like Gift of Strength the Duelist. Oh wait, I should have tapped the Shaman. I just specifically said that, and then I got sidetracked. Wrong play. Well, there's the Consign to the Pit. Do they have the Pump Spell? Don't have the Pump Spell. What are they playing this turn? Now I have enough mana to destroy a creature and save Verity Circle mana up, so that's pretty nice. Gatebreaker Ram! Oh, how big is he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh! Alright, do I have enough mana to play Gatecraper and Consign to the Pit and Verity Circle? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Shoot! I don't even have enough mana to play Gatecraper or Gatebreaker Ram and Verity Circle 2 things. But I can Consign to the Pit in Verity Circle. So I think this turn I Consign to the Pit and I Verity Circle the Scuttlegator. Because that one doesn't have trample. So I'll tap down the one without trample. We'll play Gatebreaker Ram next turn. They play something big and give it haste, I'm just chump blocking with Humongulous. Because I don't want to die. Alright, Prying Eyes. Makes me think they don't have a way to kill me immediately. Gatebreaker Ram is going to be a really spicy blocker, especially if I draw enough lands to be able to Verity Circle twice and still cast Gatebreaker Ram. Aeromunculus. Oh no. Oh no. That's flying. So they're going to hit me for 3 flying. God. Gotta draw removal. Or I might have to pop the Ill-Gotten Inheritance just to not die. Oh my god, can I stop drawing Humunguli? They didn't attack with the Fairy Duelist. Oh, that way they don't just die to Humungulus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Costs 6 mana to use this. So 13 minus 6 will have 7 mana left. That is not enough to cast Gatebreaker Ram and still use Verity Circle. But I can also just block the Scuttlegator with the Gatebreaker Ram, but they could have a removal spell that they just haven't cast because Humungulus has Hexproof. So if they have a removal spell and I just cast Gatebreaker Ram and they kill it, that's really, really bad. I think we're like all in right now, though. 8, 9, 10. Okay. Great Baker Boy is here. I should have attacked with Humungulus, because now I have... Oh, it only costs 4 to use High Alert. Yeah, I had 4 to untap and 6 to use Inheritance. I was like, 10 mana, is that enough to do anything? I'm like, I could Verity Circle twice, but I'm like, they only have 1 thing. And then I'm like, wait, I can't Verity Circle twice because I need the 6 mana for Inheritance, so I'm just casting Inheritance. I don't have anything else I can actually spend mana on. And then I was like, wait! I could have used High Alert's effect. So I could have attacked with Humungulus that turn. If they have a win, it is taking them a long time to figure it out. So this is comforting. If they don't kill me this turn, I think I just kill them with the Ram. Rubble Belt Runner. Okay, give him haste. They don't have the mana to give Scuttlegator the ability to attack, so we tap down the guy that could actually attack. Wait, no, we don't tap anything down. We don't tap anything down. That would be a way to just lose like a fool. I would be like, oh wait, oh yeah, that's right, I'm dead. So, Ill-Gotten Inheritance. So I don't die. This turn, we tap down their non-flyers and kill them with Trample? Or just by attacking with 2 creatures? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, Gate Colossus! Don't kill me, man. Let this be the win. Please. I'm not going to cast the Gate Colossus just in case they somehow have instant speed active treason for 2. Oh my god. That game was stressful. Was that the first game? I don't remember. That was the first game. Oh my god. What a start to this greedy draft. Well, you can tell this one's going to take a long time. Oh, that was real stressful. Good old 0 mana Gate Colossus off the top. That was cool. That was a cool draw. This is a horrible hand. What the shit? Thought I had equal amounts of black and white and blue mana. Mulligan it is. I kinda have to keep this one. This is really not a great start. Guess we keep the Guildgate. They start off with turn 2 hybrid. That is a great start, as opposed to my not great start. Taken 2. Got a high alert. With Watchful Giant and Humongulous, that's pretty cool. Don't actually have the mana to play Panther and High Alert here, so I'll just play the Panther. And if they let me block it and Death Touch the hybrid, that'll be sweet. And if they don't, I have the Mortify as backup, but they have a bunch of other cards that I need to survive through. Simic Locket. Alright, so they didn't have the 2 more untapped lands to just immediately hybrid me out of here. No attacks. They want to keep that hybrid. Alright. Let's play the Plaza. Fortunately, if I high alert, they get to get in there, which is really bad if they draw the land this turn. So I'm basically just gambling on if they draw the land or not right now. I think I have to just pass, because it's really, really bad if I play the high alert and then they draw the land. They didn't draw the land, so wrong choices were made. Play a 4/4 Frenzied Erranx. That's fine. Oh, of course it comes into play tapped. Alright, well. I guess we high alert now? We could also just play a Humongulous, but they could just pump mana into the Erranx. That's only if they draw land. If they draw land, they're definitely just making the hybrid giant. So if they don't draw land, Humongulous blocks Frenzied Erranx. If they do draw land, then I play Humongulous and it still blocks Erranx, but I take 6 from hybrid. So if they do draw land, they have a 6/6 and a 4/4. I could Mortify one of them and Death Touch the other one. This is really dumb, but now I'm like really just gambling that they do draw land this turn. Like, they gotta draw one by now, right? Oh, I'm getting Gambler's Fallacied so hard. Oh my god. Oh wait, no, they got it! Oh! Please just pump your dude. Pump your duder. Make a large Soraform hybrid. Please. Why would you do that? Okay. They are so... Oh my god. They are so an opponent. This is just some depressing stuff. God, these are both so threatening. I guess I just kill the goddamn Erranx. Oh my god. Kill the hybrid on my turn with a Consign to the Pit, and then I'm just like, please, opponent, don't wreck my soul with more creatures that cost 6 mana. But they probably will, because they are Gruul. I guess I get to Watchful Giant and chump block something unless their stuff has trample. Trample stuff would be super duper bad for me. which is part of the reason I killed Erings. What the shit, man? Come on. Come on, everybody in their planeswalkers, get out of here. Wow, draw Scuttlegator. Oh boy. Alright. Watchful Giant. He's here to assassinate Domri. Oh my god. He adds mana, and if it's spent on a creature, the creature gains Riot. If he adds mana for the Scuttlegator, he can give the Scuttlegator Riot to put a +1/+1 counter on it, so they don't need 9 mana. So the Scuttlegator just immediately is a 7/7 that can actually attack. That's brutal. Jesus. That's not fair, man. That's some bullshit. You and your goddamn Planeswalker. And I didn't even draw the land to be able to cast High Alert and Syndicate Messenger, so now I just have to chump block the frickin' Gator with a 1/1. I'm just gonna lose to a Planeswalker. That's great. I love it when that happens. That's really enjoyable. Things were set up really well for if they didn't have a Domri. If they just had the Scuttlegator and just played the Scuttlegator as a 6/6 last turn instead of a Domri, I would be in a significantly better spot. But I think Domri just gets there. The only way I can kill Domri is, like, if they use his minus again, basically. I guess I play the Syndicate Messenger because it's the only way I can damage him. And then I have to High Alert next turn to do a little bit more damage, so now I'm just trump blocking the Gator with my 1/1. They might even just kill the Messenger with a fight card. They're looking at it. If I were my opponent, I might just -3 again. But it depends what creatures they have, I guess. Maybe giving Riot to a creature is going to be really good here. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, this is ridiculous. We're blocking the Scuttlegator. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but we have just lost to a Planeswalker. Wait, no we didn't. I'm gonna have to take 7 to the face, but I could assassinate it by using a Law Mage's Binding. This mana is kind of awkward, because I can't Law Mage's Binding and High Alert in the same turn. But that would be really good. Kind of have to just kill Domri, so we're going to take 6 to the face. Or 7 to the face, actually. We're going to go to 9 life.
Back after I've licked my wounds. You'll see.
I think Domri has already done his job, though. He let that Scuttlegator actually attack. They would not have had the mana, still, to activate Scuttlegator if it weren't for Domri. This is real sad days. Sad times right now. So I guess next turn I block Scuttlegator with the Syndicate Messenger. And Prying Eyes, try and get like a Wrath. Because my other option is to just play something else that's just gonna chump block it. I've got to draw into a removal spell. So we're just chump blocking. Like, even if I had a High Alert on this field, these 5/5s just chump block it unless I get 2 out at the same time. They have Active Treason, that is spicy. We are blocking a Gator, getting another chump blocker for next turn. We're dying right now. Great. My god. Just taking 8 to the face from Colossus. That was absurd. Never a big fan of playing against a Planeswalker, but I thought for a second there I had some hope. Had some hope I could actually get there, but no. Mainly because I was having flashbacks to that time really early on in Ravnica Allegiance Limited when my opponent played a Dovin Bond on turn 3 with a bunch of blockers in front of him, and they let the Dovin, like, the Dovin survived for a really long time. They got like 9 or something 1/1 flyers out of it, and I still won that game. I tried really hard and like grinded back from death to get there. So I was like, oh, maybe I can do a replay of that. Fight through the Domri, and it was like, nah. Nah, man. They had the Domri and the other mildly bomby creatures to support him. Well, we can just make sure that we have Kaya's Wrath mana. That's pretty cool. And we have a Twilight Panther with the ability to gain Death Touch in case they riot something out. For mana, opponent casts a High Alert. I like the play. I can respect that. So we're just gonna go for it. He's a big boy. Yeah. 5/5. Vigilance Trample. Hopefully that's bigger than their stuff. I guess they could just play like a Humongulous, and then that's sad because he's just as big as Gatebreaker Ram. If I draw one more gate, he could probably be the biggest creature on the field. Chillbringer! Don't chill my Ram. Telling my Ram to chill out. He's having a good time. Why would you do that? Kinda just want to draw cards here. Carrying him's not really gonna block that. Yeah, draw cards. I'm gonna draw them right now. Ooh, there's the High Alert. This is awkward. Because I kind of want these lands. I guess we just discard them. If they have a Riot creature, this is going to be really awkward. Because then it's like, wow, this is this is when I should have left the Death Touch mana, and I did not. Should have just waited to cast High Alert, or cast Prying Eyes till their turn. But then they could have had a counterspell. Gate Colossus, get out of here! It's supposed to be in my deck. I mean, let's make them have the gate. And they can redraw that in 2 turns. Like, yeah, even if they play a gate right now, I think that's still the play, because Gatebreaker Ram might be able to race that before they can get it back. Hopefully. They're about to kill my Ram. They are reading him. They are eyeing him thoroughly. Please do not kill my Ram. He is my best friend. He's my only green card. How can you not love him? Oh, maybe they were just checking if it had reach. Okay, they get to gain some lives. Just attack, and then we play a Carrion Imp, gain some life, and block one of the flyers. Raw! Yeah, Carrion Imp High Alert, I guess. Or we could Carrion Imp and Grudian. Exile that Gate Colossus. Wow, I completely wasn't even paying attention. Like, I was just thinking about the life gain part, then I was like, wait, oh my god. Exile the Gate Colossus? Yeah, draw a gate. Do it. Aw. Supposed to play Gate. That'd be hilarious. So Carrying Imp gets to trade with the Chillbringer here? I think I'm gonna... Oh, Sentinel's Mark. I'm no longer in a pretty good spot. Now they are. Because it's a 5/5/2, that's so sad. Do I just block it and Kaya's Wrath at this point? I think I block it and then I just Kaya's Wrath if I don't draw... I Kaya's Wrath if I don't draw a Gate, because fuck. Oh, I definitely Kaya's Wrath if I don't draw a Gate. What? I have to draw a Gate? I want it to Kaya's Wrath. I probably still do that, though. Let's see. Raw. Whoa! No blocks. They definitely think they can kill me next turn. I'm absolutely Kaya's Wrathing now. Get that shit out of here. Here's a Grudian. What you got in your hand? You have more cards than me. Which is crazy, because I, like, 3 for 1 G. No, I didn't. We, like, 2 for 2'd. We traded, like, an equal number of stuff on the board out of that Wrath. They just haven't opened the gates and a 2/2. Nice. So there's the gate for the Gate Colossus. Rest in peace. I made sure that he would rest in peace. Need him for 2? Alright, we're trading 2/2s. Now here's a 5/5. What is your last card? Should just be playing these lands. Oh my god, wow. Are you sure you want to attack with that? They're sure they want to attack with that? What? What? Wat.exe. I'm gonna hit you for 5. Because you don't have the mana to untap him. I don't know if you were aware of that. If I survive this turn, I can kill them with the Ill-Gotten Inheritance that I just top-decked like an absolute champion. So let's hope I survive this turn. Prying Eyes. So they gotta draw something that kills me for 2 mana. It's going to be pretty hard. I have a 5/5 hexproof blocker. Thanks to the second part of High Alert that I always forget and get wrecked by when my opponent untaps their dude. Growth Spiral, cool. I'm just going to untap now so I don't forget. Just a land from opponent. So we're gonna ill get him. Yeah. Card is good. Alright. So I believe we are 2-1 now. Definitely a lot of long and stressful games in this tournament. This is probably going to be a very long video for anybody who has the willpower to sit through this. I like it though. It's a very different deck than the first 2 I drafted. The first 2 were very much just play green creatures. Deck. Oh man. This is so close to something good. It's probably too far away, right? Even if I draw a land, I'm just playing a Carrion Imp. Yeah, I got a mulligan. This looks better. Because I can actually play a Law Mage's Binding, a Verity Circle. I can play literally everything in this hand. Yeah, this is a definite keeper. And we'll keep the Guild Gate because we've got the Gatebreaker boy here to try to wreck everybody. Gatebreaker's gonna be so good. Oh my god. Gonna be a 6/6 already? Or no, just a 5/5. But still. That's pretty big. Noxious Grudian, come on. I gotta be able to actually hit you with my Gatebreaker without him dying immediately. I guess that's what Verity Circle's for. Verity Circle on the attacks? Don't mind if I do. Debtor's Transport, alright. Opponent's playing a lot of big cards real fast. Oh man. Do we just play our own Grudian? I kinda wanna just Law Mage's Binding the Transport. Because if I kill it, they get 2 1/1 flyers, and that's a little bit of a problem until I can get mana for Chillbringer, which I don't know when that will happen. Yeah, I kind of want to just Law Mage's Binding that guy. Let's pass and see what they do. Oh, Jesus. That's a Judith. How's it going, Judith? We're still Law Mage's Binding that guy. Taken 3. Great. Wonderful. Lovely. Have the Sacrifice Outlet the second I play the removal that lets you keep the creature on the board. I feel like that happens way too often. Now they get to do 1 damage to me and they have 2... I can't win this game. The game's over. They have a Judith that gives their whole field +1/+1 and the flyers. Well, now I have the removal for Judith, but I'm only at 4 mana here. So all I get to do is I get to kill Judith and I die because I take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 because I shot the Judith. God, this was ridiculous. Opponent's living the dream. The actual aggro dream for Greedy Draft. Not even the aggro dream, just like the dream for against this draw. Because they kind of just didn't do anything until they played a 2/2 on turn whatever. Yeah, I'm dead on board in a million different ways. That sucked. I'm just going to go ahead and scoop. If the game lets me. Wow! They let them get in the still had all these before the scoop finished. They were like, wait a second, let me show you that I still had more really good cards to kill you with. I don't think you want to leave before you see how good my deck is. You will just forever be tainted by that knowledge now. That was unfortunate. This hand is weird. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it, because, I mean, the deck is weird. Let's be honest. Alright. I guess I could just play Panther as my Death Toucher for now, and that way I can just play both my Guild Gates and still leave the Death Touch mana up. I could have played the Forest and a Grudian and a Guild Gate, but I like getting all of my Guild Gates out as soon as possible. This way I have mana for Humongulous next turn. At the very least, and if I draw another land, I can just Prying Eyes. Playing against white, blue, black. Playing against Esper. They drop a Senate Courier. So we're probably going to get high alerted. For some major damage. Ooh, Gatebreaker's pretty nice. Yeah, I think he's definitely just better than Humongulous right now, but they are white, blue, black, so they'll almost definitely just kill him, which is sad, but I think we still gotta try. It's ya boy! I guess there's not really a reason not to attack with Panther there, because it's really unlikely that they have any haste creatures in white, blue, black. There's the high alert. Congratulations. The dream has been lived. Come on, basic land. Shit. I just need a basic to kill this bird. Let's play what gives us the most damage, which is Grudian plus Panther. That's 3 power of creatures to try to outrace the Senate Courier. We're currently, like, really winning the race, but they're almost definitely playing another creature. Wow! The actual dream. Deputy of Detention in the High Alert deck? Card is real strong. I mean, at least my field's definitely getting in there, because they all have Death Touch. There's no way they're letting me get my Ram back. Shimmer of Possibility. It's unfortunate that the Ram doesn't have haste, because if I draw basic now and I can sign that and the Ram had haste, I think they might just die, like, really fast. Oh, why couldn't you be a basic? Alright, well. Can I have my Ram back, please? That's a no from opponent. Guildgate, Humongia boy. I guess I should have kept Grudian back, so they couldn't attack with the Deputy. But that's literally all it accomplishes. And Humongulous can just block Deputy anyway. It's not like they would have made a stupid attack that would let me block Deputy with a Death Touch creature. So it's not like I would have Gatebreaker Ram back if I didn't attack with everybody. Because I don't think my opponent is that stupid. I'm sorry, I don't think my opponent is stupid, period. That sounded a little mean the way I said it initially. I don't know. My opponent seems really good. They've definitely drafted, like, the good high alert deck for certain. For certain. That's a word, right? They are attacking? Don't think that would have happened if I had a Death Toucher out. Okay. Yeah, so that's why they're attacking. Alright. Oh, God. They probably have a counterspell by this point. What the what? I did not click that! What the fuck? I am really mad right now. I was clicking on how did that happen? I was literally clicking on Consign to the Pit. Oh my god, I need to rewatch that. What the hell? That is the most ridiculous way to lose the game, but I'm pretty sure they had a counterspell by now anyway. That's what I was about to say before I started flipping my shit, because I gave a Panther Death Touch? Apparently? So if they didn't counter Consign to the Pit, I was going to destroy the Courier and leave the Grudian back to block the Deputy of Detention, because I think that the other play is just too risky. It would get my Ram back, which is sweet, but I do think it's just too risky, because then I'm dead in 2 turns no matter what. Angel of Grace. Yeah, so I'd have just been dead in 1 turn had I done the other plan. Well, at least I think I still would have died had I actually been able to cast the card I wanted to play. Because I would have shot down the Courier, they flash out the Angel, I take 5. Yeah, I would have to see what's on the top of my deck to know if I would still live, but I don't think I would. Wow, especially if they have Dovin's Acuity here. It's pretty nice. Yeah, this game's been over for since the Consign. It's been literally over since they cast the Angel. Then I was just dead on board the second they did that. Well, thank you all for watching another greedy draft here. I definitely drafted a more interesting deck, and I had a lot of fun with it. I do think that the deck would have been a lot better if I had just decided one of my several different little strategies that I was going for there, instead of just trying to do a little bit of everything. But I had fun, and that's the reason you play, isn't it? That's at least the reason I play. I know a lot of people get hyper competitive with this game, and they're all about always making the right plays and always getting better and trying to be super competitive and stuff, but I think I've just accepted at this point I'm never going to be a competitive Magic the Gathering player, so I really just play for fun. That's why I only play Commander and Limited. And then I guess I also play like some of the wacky formats they throw on, like I'll play Singleton now and then, play Momir a lot whenever they put Momir on here. But yeah, not the greatest running, but I'm certainly not as disappointed and angry as I have been getting recently in like the really big losing streaks, and I think that's mainly just because it's a more fun format, because Greedy Draft, just ridiculous things happen. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again for another video. Don't know if I'll have another Greedy Draft video, because I don't know if I'll have time to record tomorrow, and tomorrow is the last day of the Greedy Drafts. So I might not be back with another video for a while. I don't think I'm going to spend any more gems on regular drafts, because as I said in a recent draft video, I'm a little bit tired of all of just the standard Ravnica drafts. I've drafted a whole lot of Guilds of Ravnica and Ravnica Allegiance, because I've been drafting it in paper, in addition to the videos that you see on Magic Arena, and there are some drafts that I do on Arena when I'm not at a good time to record, like when all my roommates would be home and stuff like that, and they'd think I'm crazy because I'm sitting here talking to myself. But yeah, now I'm just rambling, but I figured it's been an hour-and-a-half long video. If you've been here this long, you probably slightly care about this random shit that I'm talking about. But yeah, thanks for watching for like the millionth time, and I'll see you next time. I'm gonna actually end the video now, instead of repeatedly never stopping talking.